All right, come walk New York City with me from top to bottom. I started by taking the train from Fidei to 155th Street to meet our friends at Holcomb Rucker Park in Harlem. This is the famous basketball court where many of the greats have been known to play. From there, a group of 5 of us began our long journey through the city. We did make a quick little pit stop in Harlem at the Harlem Biscuit Company to fuel up for the journey. If you've never been to this place, I highly recommend. It was absolutely delicious. I got a classic breakfast sandwich on a hot buttery biscuit, which was exactly what I needed before we continued south until we reached the northernmost point of Central Park. And when I say this was the most perfect, quintessential New York City Sunday, I mean it. Sunny and 75, everyone was outside playing, hanging out in the sun, and catching up with their friends, just soaking up the vibes and sunshine. We walked by the Met next. My friend Pat was trying to get people to give him high fives and bring the vibes up, but unfortunately in New York City fashion, no one was really feeling that. At this point, my friend Jeff met up with us as well. He's a New York City local. He brought his daughter along to get some steps in as we went through Central Park. This is one of my favorite parts of the park in the city overall, with these little sailboats, just so cute. You see a lot of things that you wouldn't see otherwise when you explore a city by foot, whether that's somewhere new or somewhere you've been a million times before. Not only is it exercise and good for you physically and mentally, it's also just a fun way to spend an afternoon, no matter how many times you do it. From there, we cut west to the Westside Highway. I'm not going to lie to you, it was a little windy at this point, but you just had to laugh it off. We tried to make the most of it and treat it as resistance training. When we got to the Westside Highway, we waited for a very special guest. At first, she wasn't really interested in the walk, but once we got her up and moving, she was loving it. One of the best parts of this walk was having so many friends from different parts of my life joining in at different intervals. Speaking of that, my friend Jessup, who is a very big runner, ran from the northernmost point of Manhattan and eventually caught us here on the Westside Highway after running 10 miles.
All right, we picked up a straggler. How many miles did you run down here?
10.84 right now.
Incredible. And how are we feeling?
Pretty beat up.
No kidding.
But good.
We'll get a little walk in. You can shake it off.
Yeah.
No idea how he did that, but we walked over to the Vessel after he joined us, went through this mall for a bathroom break, and then hit the Highline. As you can see, it was very busy, which sort of threw off our plan for getting these steps in. So it was very short-lived. We took the steps down to more open sidewalks and continued over to the little island. This was a first for me. I felt like I was an avatar. Such a cool little place to walk through, and it has a music venue as well. So if you're local, check out a concert there if they ever happen. Then my friend Pontus joined us during his walk just to say hello before he continued along on his way. We were making really good time in this walk. I was honestly so surprised at how quickly the time went by, but time flies when you're soaking up a beautiful day, having fun with your friends. We stopped off for a quick bite to celebrate before we went over to the 9/11 Memorial, continued south to the bottom of Battery Park, and at almost 13 miles we were done. I'm so proud of my friends. This was such a fun day. Highly recommend doing this if you can.